Hi, I'm Romney, and thank you again for joining me on my YouTube channel. If you haven't been to the channel before, it's all about helping self-publishers to create, build and scale their self-publishing businesses. And I want to be able to try and provide high quality content so that you can actually use my knowledge and experience of publishing over 350 books on KDP and other platforms like Ingram Spark to help you to generate more sales and more passive income as well during the process. So this lesson will be all about A+ content, and it's an amazing new way for us as publishers to be able to promote our books on KDP and hopefully be able to get more customers looking at our book and be able to sell more throughout all periods of the year. So this video is going to be really important if you haven't really known how to publish your books, or to market your books, then this content is going to be probably potentially a game changer for you. So watch in a moment and I'll tell you exactly what you need to do. So in this video, I'm actually going to show you what A+ content looks like. We're going to work together to design something that we can actually get onto A+ content onto KDP. Then I'm going to show exactly what it looks like and what your book can look like. Now, A+ content, it doesn't matter whether you're doing no content books, low content books or high content books. You're actually allowed to use this new platform that KDP have developed to allow customers to see more in depth what your book might look like. And so there are a large number of ways you can actually do this, and I'm going to show you one way, and we're going to use the platform to develop what we call a module. Then we can actually load it up and physically actually see it, what it looks like in the end. So in a moment, let's jump onto my dashboard and I'll show you how to create it and how good it's going to actually be for your publishing and for your books. So in a previous episode, I actually created this composition wide ruled notebook, and it was just an example. I didn't put any effort into marketing it from that date. It was more just to be able to show you how to create it, load it up on that day, and and so when you scroll down, there's sort of not much information at all. But how good would it be if you could actually get information so like this, or even better still, a design, and I can actually show you exactly how we can create this mock-up so it can actually be going down into that position which is going to fill the space here. So as people look at your book and then they scroll down, they'll actually see that big picture there. And that's what I want to be showing you, how we can create that together in this tutorial. So the first thing we need to do, let's go back to this here. So we need to be able to get this picture, our composition notebook, looking like this. So how do we do it, and how do we actually make sure we can get our content onto Amazon? So what we need to do, we need to go to the actual book, and when we find the book, we need to go to the ellipsis just here, and we go promote and advertise. Now Amazon or KDP allow us to put that from the publisher onto our books across all markets. But you need to do it in each market one each. So it's a bit time consuming, but if you pick out your best-selling books and maybe experiment with this process, you can see, you scroll down and it says we don't want to run an ad campaign, we want to have A+ content. What we do, we go choose, and we actually choose the marketplace we want. So we're going to be choosing the US market once it actually drops down for me, and we pick .com for the moment. We go to manage A+ content and wait for this to load up. Then what we need to do is go to the top right here and say start creating A+ content. Then we need to put a name in here. So we just call it composition notebook. We'll call it YouTube example. So we need to know which one it is. Then we need to do what we call adding a module. Now, there are a number of different modules you can choose from. Each of them have a different size in which you need to choose. So each of them, you click on it and just say it was this one just here. It would then take us here and it would tell us when we're actually entering or the actual picture. It would actually, that's probably not a good one. We'll go back. I'll choose a different module just so that I can actually show you what I mean. Just say it is this one just here. It will actually tell us the size. So it's a 300 by 300 and we get to do 1, 2, 3, 4 of them. But the one that I'm going to actually show you that we're going to be doing is the one with the little Jack Russell, which is just here. I believe it's Jack Russell. Maybe not. But this is going to be a 970 by 600 notebook. On Canva, which I'm going to be using, is 970 by 600. So this is 970 by 600. And that's what I'm going to be showing you how we're going to be creating it so that we can actually get it right. So if we go back to Amazon, what we need to do is firstly put in a detail. So we can just call it marble composition notebook. Then we would add our picture and we're going to come back to that now. So I'm going to show you the design, load it up, and we'll go from there. So what we need to do is go back. We need, again, so let me show you what we do. We go to create a design. Actually, we can probably go custom. We'll go custom size. We'll go custom. And we click on the button there. We go 970 by 600. And it's pixels. Create a new design. And this will bring up the template that we need. Now you might be asking about how we actually get that mock book picture, and I'll show you. And when I talk about a mock book picture, this. So there is actually a website which I'm going to go to now. It is called Bookbrush, and it's just bookbrush.com, and I'll leave the link that allows you to do free things on there. So I've already created my account, and you can do the same thing. It's easy to sign up. What I'll do, I'll jump onto my dashboard, and I've got a free account, and I'll show you how to create it. You get the opportunity of trialing a few of these different mock-ups. There are quite a few, obviously, that are free. There's a lot that are locked. So you can actually choose whether you want square, horizontal, vertical, or 3D. And you can choose what's going to be right for you. So if you had a square, obviously tailor your mock-up to be square. And yes, you can choose all different ones. So anyway, let's flick through this. So we're going to go to vertical, and I'm going to choose that one that was in our mock-up for Canva, which is this one right here, cover. So because you just drag and drop, I would click the cover, I click what I want as in the book, and then I simply go convert now, and then that would bring it up as a PNG image. And that's as easy as it is to be able to get that mock image up and going. And I'll show you what that, and this is what, when you download it, that's exactly how it comes up. So the next thing I would do is come back to Canva. And I've mentioned this before, you can have a free Canva account, which you can do all the things I'm doing in this lesson. And if you wanted a pro version, you can also get a subscription, which is a monthly subscription, which I actually have and I've found to be fantastic. So anyway, what you do is go to the upload button, and you actually upload your image, which you've already. So I've previously uploaded it. So I simply just click on that, and that will bring up my image here. And what I'm wanting to do is position it just like this here, drag it down, and then what you might like to do is, you know, put a different design on like I've done with this. So all I did was grab a square or a rectangle. So you just go to elements and you do your search for your square. So I'll just grab a square here. Then I can position it where I want to. So it depends, you know, what color you'd like to use. You can use whatever color you want to. And so I was just doing something like this, went across just like that. And then you can, as I said, you can have whatever color you want to. You might want to have it as a similar color, which you can just do. And I'll just grab the color and I'm going to change over this to the right color. And we just wanted to get the blue, so I just click on this one here. That takes us to click on that plus symbol, Control V, which is that color. Got that there. And then all you can do, if you wanted to, would be to add some text as well. So I'll just quickly grab some text and I'll just wait for that to go on there. And then the only other bit which I did on this mock-up one was get these page here. So all I did for that one is I went to the actual manuscript, which was this, and I just did Control Print Screen, and then I just did paste, and that brought it up on my screen here, and I simply just reduced it to the right size, just like this, and on the other side, which is just here, and just brought it down, just here for example, bring that up a little bit, and I just positioned it so that it was in the right place. So I just brought it over here, and then increase the size to whatever you want to, and you can even do a frame or a border around it if you wanted to as well to make it stand out more. So that's sort of how I did that, and I just brought it out. And that's the process I did to create that. So if we look back at the other example, it's very, very similar to what I did before. Now the next step we need to do is actually get it on to Amazon. So we go back to this page here, and we needed to make sure on our design that we download it and we save it. So we wanted to save it as a PNG file, so that will come up in a second. And we just download it there. Save the file accordingly to where you need to keep it, and then we go to our Amazon page here, and what we do, we click on the image and we need to grab that image from that folder, which is right here, and then the image will go our bit just here. So we just need to add some image keywords, so we just might want to say cover for composition notebook. Okay, we just go add, then we wait for that to load up, and then what we can also do, we can do it called the granite or marble. It was actually marble, wasn't it? I think it was marble composition, and then comes up like that. And then all we need to do is add a bit more text. I'll just pause it and fill it in. I've just added a few details here. Then the next thing we need to do is go and apply our ASIN, either numbers or number. If you want to have a few different mock pictures that you want to apply across a number of different books, you can have different ASIN numbers. So all I'd need to do is go to our ASIN number with that ASIN number. Then we go back to Amazon. We go to this, we go Control V, and we wait for it to come up. We click on it. It now will appear in this box just here, and we apply the content we've created to that ASIN. Next thing we need to do is go to review and submit, and we actually have a look and see what it looks like. Now Amazon have there's wording. You can't use particular words like bonus or bestseller or things like that within your A+ content. So you've just got to be careful. So we'll just wait for this to load up. And then this is what it's going to look like when we load to Amazon. So I think I'm ready to submit. I think it looks pretty good. It gives a real life picture. It's been free to be able to create. So now what we need to do is just go up here and we go submit for approval. And now this will actually say, submitting your content to Amazon for review. It can take up to 7 business days for your content to be reviewed, and if approved, up to 24 hours for it to appear. If it's not approved, you'll be notified of the reasons in the content. So we submit for approval. Then we just wait, and it should give us a couple of ticks. Okay. And we should be right to go, I believe. So that is what we need to do. And I'm going to see, I'm just going to wait a little bit of time and see if it now appears on that page. Quite coming up yet. I've double checked, and this is the book. And if we scroll down here, here it is. That's exactly what it's going to look like for you and for your customers. So that's a nice, easy way of being able to get A+ content up there, which is going to be a huge game changer for you if you want to sell more books, particularly during busy times of the year. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Please remember, if you're liking the videos, to give me a thumbs up and to subscribe and to hit that notification bell so you're made aware of more videos that I'm creating, because I really want to be able to help you to scale your self-publishing business and sell more books along the journey. So until the next video, I'll see you then.